stunt dude didn't pull my chest up fast enough for my legs to come under to land. So I literally did this.
What's up, man?
What are you chomping on right now?
What's up, guys?
What's your snack of choice? What are you eating?
The worst, dude.
The worst. They're the
those are
worst.
terrible.
We have them in our office all the time, and I
Terrible.
don't want them, but I need something salty, and I get those, and I hate it.
You know what that means? Our boy is hungry.
Yeah.
You must be hungry if you're stooping down to the Fritos, man.
They're so good.
You saying the worst like it's you like them and it's bad for you, or you think it's a bad snack?
No. I like it and it's bad for me, and everybody else hates them.
Yeah,
okay.
So that's good for you because the Fritos are always left.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I get the box of like 25, and my kids don't eat the Fritos, so that's all I eat.
Yes,
That's exactly what happens in the office
The
here.
best thing in life is to love whatever's like what everyone else hates. It's always left over. It's like more for me, man.
Plain potato chips. Who the hell eats plain potato chips? This guy.
Yeah, you
That's
do.
all that's left.
What's your favorite brand of potato chips?
So in New Orleans, we have Zapp's potato chips.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've never even heard of
They
that.
had the
but
voodoo style,
I
right?
bet that's good shit.
No, the best one is the crawtators.
Oh, I haven't had those.
So it's potato chips, but with a crawfish seasoning on it.
That.
Yo,
Yeah, see, that's
Can I actually tell you something that's probably sacrilegious? This past weekend, I ordered a crawfish boil in New York City.
Oh, that's probably terrible. And I bet it was like, where was that? Like a bar, probably, right?
No, it's right across. So I live like across the street from this restaurant called like Hot and Juicy Crawfish or something like that.
Oh, it had to be terrible.
And it's actually like a pretty highly rated. I actually asked my friend from New Orleans. I was like, look at the reviews. Of this, like, are you thinking it's gonna be good? Or are you gonna get food poisoning? And he's like, I think it looks fine. I don't know, dude. I'm not a chef, but it looks probably all right. They were tiny
No.
little crawfish, but it was pretty good still. It was nice.
It's like getting barbecue in
No.
Brooklyn.
no. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's offensive on so many levels. Like there's this place in New York, it's like on Houston and Christie, and it's called like the Crab Boil or something like that. And I walked past there one night. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? They're like, oh, this is a seafood boil place. I'm like, yo, get out of here. You're not boiling seafood in New York. On the fuck are you doing? That's not crawfish.
But you know
don't
what?
even know how long. I'm like, how long?
There's probably some like hipsters in New York who think that's delicious. You know, they don't know any better, and they're like, no, it's authentic. It's
God.
authentic. I promise you. It's like, no, it's fucking not.
Line out the door. And
Yep.
I'm like, what are you doing? What are you? That is so offensive. That's so outrageous
Well,
to me.
you know-
that's like me.
No, go ahead, please. I would say go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
I was gonna say that's like me opening like a Cat's Deli in New Orleans. Like instead of like I just make the bagels all thin and floppy. Like, what are you doing?
But you know, in New York, we like, and I'm not from New York, I'm from Boston, but I've been here for 4 or 5 years now. And New York, we like to think we invented everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like it is, I mean, just recently there was the viral tweet that was like, where do people in New York go when because they don't have bodegas? So where do they go to get their chips, toilet paper, and a Coke? It's like, I don't know, man. Any gas station, anywhere in the world, like every store, CVS, you can just go anywhere and get those 3 things. But we're like,
But
no,
the bodega.
we have the unique spots here in New York City.
It's the worst, man. It's the worst. I've been here my whole life, and I'm so sick of people like that. It's like, it's not that fucking great, man. I promise you. Now, if you said a bodega with a cat running around in it, that's probably pretty unique to New York. But not the
bodega.
Yeah, not the snacks though, man.
We have so many New Yorkers in New Orleans right now. It's become like an epidemic.
That's a good
So
way to put it.
everywhere you go, you see these yellow license plates. So now they started a movement called Yellow License Plates Must Leave.
Wow.
Like New Yorkers, you gotta go back home. You gotta go back home, dog. You can't stay.
Dude,
You cannot stay.
when I went to FSU, and so when I was living in Florida, they had to stop. You know how like on rental cars they put like the little Enterprise sticker on the back and stuff like that?
Yep.
They had to stop putting those on rental cars because people were running them off the road. like, they were like, get out of our state. It was crazy. I had a Massachusetts license plate. I was like, this is fucking. I'm taking Ubers everywhere.
So wait, are the New Yorkers? Are they just like taking over and being assholes? Like they're not being very friendly guests, I guess, huh?
So New Orleans is a cultural city. Like there's certain things that we do and it's a part of the culture.
Right.
So if there's a street musician outside at midnight playing music, he's playing for money.
Mm-hmm.
That's a part of the culture.
Mm-hmm.
That's like me coming to New York and telling the bodega you got to close at 8 p.m. because I work in the morning.
Right.
That's part of the culture.
Yeah.
So, there's so many people from the Northeast moving here since COVID and even before, but now, like since Katrina, it's just an influx of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so now they're going to city council and they're like, we need the street musicians to stop playing at 9 a.m. because Martha has to go to bed.
That's bananas.
That's crazy. That's surprising to hear that New Yorkers are. I mean, like we're used to the worst street performers and the worst. You know what I mean? Like I can't believe that they got a problem with loud noises or people.
Your neighbor in Times Square, not in your neighborhood.
Right.
Exactly. It's like if you move 2 blocks off of Bourbon, you can't call the police if somebody pissed on your step.
Yeah, right. That's just how it goes.
Right.
If you go to Times Square, if you're hanging out by Port Authority and you get robbed, call the police.
That's
part of the culture, baby.
Part of the culture.
Some dude puts a CD in your hand and you start walking away and he's like, "Hey, where's my $5?" Like
you owe him $5. I love it, man. So, things are going good for you, man. I mean, you're getting that Disney Plus money, you're getting that Netflix money. So you got Outside the Wire coming out, which looks like a good old-fashioned, fun Netflix movie that's just going to entertain the shit out of people.
It's a good time. And my thing is, like, I grew up in the day of, Terminator. I grew up in the day of Mad Max. I grew up in the day of, like, RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
Good, fun, popcorn movies that you can chill. Even if you watch today, they're still enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Die Hard,
Mm-hmm.
Independence Day, those just tentpole action fun movies. And this is one of those movies, and it works on so many different levels because it's a really good script, really good story, really good time, and the action sequences are just crazy.
That's what I've read. We didn't get a screen it, so I haven't seen it, but I was reading a review in Variety, I think, and they were like, it comes out the gate and just kicks your ass. Like the opening scene is apparently like a battle scene, and those Anthony are my movies. Those are my fucking movies. Like
this dude, I can't even trust sometimes. He's like, yeah, it's amazing. I'm like, everything is amazing. He loves all those movies. If it was up to him, every Fast and the Furious would win the Oscar every year. He loves that shit.
Yeah. But as we were going,
I don't know about all that.
Oh no, I do, Anthony. I do. And as a man who's been in also, like you do it both. Like you've been in these fun movies, and you're also in like a lot of Oscar movies where you get nominated for a lot of different things. But I like going through your IMDb, I was just like, oh, Pain and Gain, yup. Oh, Eagle Eye, yup. Like these are my movies, bro. But yeah, you were 999, right?
Yeah,
you were.
That's hilarious.
Good fun movies, man. That's what it's about.
I remember. I think 999.
That's what it's about.
I think 999 was one of Netflix's earlier, like we're really committing to movies, and that came out, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm all aboard this movement. This is right up my alley.
Because my thing is, why do you buy 80-inch TV? Why do you buy a 42-inch couch? Why do you buy a 7.8 Dolby Digital surround sound system to watch like the Queen's Gambit? That don't make sense.
Yeah, I can watch it on my iPod Nano.
Right. I love the Queen's Gambit.
Right.
I literally binged it again last week, but I don't need it in Dolby Digital. You watch it for action. You bought all of that shit for action movies to see. And one thing I know is this, like, you know, everybody likes to see a black dude kicking ass. Everybody. If you think about it, dude, if everybody knows who Shaft is, everybody knows who Superfly is, everybody knows who Kojak is, everybody knows who Spawn is, Will Smith kicking ass. Equalizer.
Denzel kicking ass.
Watching Denzel kick.
One of my favorites, baby. And when he comes back and he slips that hammer back into Home Depot. Oh, what a move.
See what I mean? That black dude, you standing in Home Depot like that black dude just finished kicking some ass.
That's great.
But despite how great you are in all these movies, you're also a Juilliard trained actor, which isn't kind of how you'd think that someone in an action movie. Traditionally, you don't think someone in an action movie is like went to Juilliard. How do you? I guess how did you use it? But I know the answer, so I'm just setting it up because I was reading an interview with you where you were talking about learning to land like Falcon, and you said a quote, and I'm gonna get it because I got a lot of questions here. You said you were learning to use your core and you flipped, you smashed your head into the dirt, everyone laughed at you. But the quote that stuck out to me was, being the weird actor I am, I went back to my mime and clown days. What are the mime and clown days, Anthony?
Tell us about the mime and clown days, Falcon. What do you got? How does that work? And why don't you break out some miming for us, bro? I guess everybody started somewhere.
He started somewhere, man, in the subway for quarters. I had three amazing teachers, one of which we made a documentary about. His name is Moni Yakim. He was my movement teacher at Juilliard. Then I had a combat teacher at Juilliard named Felix Ivanov, who worked in Russia. And then I worked with Dickie Ellis, who was the head clown at the Big Apple Circus that used to be in Lincoln Center.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, with mime work, with clown work, with movement work, with stage combat work, it's all about body control. And you know, when you're doing these action movies, when no one has taught you how to learn like a bird. That's not something we do. But if you have any kind of training, you can watch a video of a bird and be like, all right, he flips his wings back, he throws his legs up, his tail comes down, he slows down, he lands. Bet, put me on a fucking rope. I got it now, dog. You know what I mean? So it was, you literally have to go back and study birds land. You have to watch National Geographics and look at birds, get past all the bird sex stuff and watch them land while they're flying. And it's a whole different ball game after that.
Fucking Juilliard, man.
Dude, it is like, because you just think people think of the action movies and it's all green screen and CGI. They don't think about you watching birds have sex. You're like, look, I gotta get my body movements right, you know?
Dude, there's footage of me somewhere coming in, like this is the ground. So rehearsal, they lift me up 20 feet off the ground. They let me go and I do that. So when we're shooting, they lift me up and they're like, you're still in frame. Go higher, higher. So like, way fucking higher than we did it in rehearsal. So Joe Russo goes, yeah, you're all right, Mackie.
I guess so, yeah.
I come in, and it's the scene where Rhodey got shot. So I'm supposed to come in, land, and then Iron Man, like, shoots me, right? So I come in, and I'm like, yo, I'm coming in really fast. So the stunt dude didn't pull my chest up fast enough for my legs to come under to land. So I literally did this.
I hope you're getting paid like hazard pay or some shit, man.
Workman's comp, dude.
Damn.
Put it somewhere, dude. I literally did that. Like my face just went crack, 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 crack.
Just skipping rocks with Anthony Mackie's face.
God damn, man. Speaking of getting your start, though, we were looking back through your history, and it seems like 8 Mile was like the first major thing you did. Like you didn't have, at least according to your IMDb page, did you have many roles before that? It said like bar patron was your previous gig, and then boom, Papa Doc. I feel like that's quite a leap. Who did you pay off? You talked to Eminem and be like, yo, I mean, how did that happen?
Yo, man, what you drinking? You need somebody in the movie?
Yeah.
Nah, I was, when we were at Juliard, my friends and I wrote this play. My friend Michael DeVell Wynn wrote this play called Up Against the Wind. And all of us got together and rehearsed it and put it on. And then Jim Nicola down at New York Theater Workshop saw the play, moved it from Juilliard off Broadway. Then Molly Finn, who was cast in 8 Mile at the time, came to see the play because it was a play about Tupac. I was playing Tupac. She saw me and said she wanted me to audition for Curtis Hanson for 8 Mile.
Wow. So just like the butterfly effect of like a small time play, effect. Like if that doesn't get moved off, if you're not doing that, if she doesn't come to see you that night, who fucking knows what happens next?
Yeah, just from us, and it's crazier than that. So I was a freshman. We used to sit in our dorm room, drink, and like write this play. We would rap, we would read lines, we would do all this shit. Michael would go back write every night. We would do this. Wasted. So then he finishes the play. We do a reading. Showtime comes to see the reading, and they're like, yo, we would love to make this in a movie, but we want to see the play. So the dude who was actually playing Tupac, I was playing Biggie. And let me say, I was a great Biggie.
Yeah.
You can ask anybody, I murdered Biggie, right? So I was reading Biggie. This other dude was reading Tupac. He graduated.
Okay.
And I asked to read Tupac.
So
then I became Tupac. We do the play. It moved off Broadway. I got 8 Mile.
Wow.
Dude, that's fucking insane.
And did you know when you got 8 Mile? I mean, obviously there's some big names in there, and Eminem was on like top of the world. But I mean, even like looking back on it now, when that's a show like when it pops on TNT, I'm like waiting for the final scenes because I gotta watch the rap battles. Did you know it was gonna be
watch it.
Like iconic like that or cult classic type shit where it's gonna last this long?
No, we had so much fun, dude. All of us, were getting like $400 a week per diem, which we thought we were rich.
Yeah.
Right. And then, we were getting paid on top of that. They gave us a rental car and a hotel room, and we were making a movie. Bet we're rich. Yeah. We're balling, right? So we were having so much fun. We never knew that the movie was going to turn into what it turned into.
Wait, how old were you playing Papa Doc?
21.
Wow, that's fucking young, man. Shit.
Yeah, that was half of my life. I'm 42 now. I played Papa Doc at 21.
That's that long ago? Oh my God, I wouldn't have even guessed it was that long ago.
I remember it's that long ago because when I stood up to say everybody from the 313, I like still had a boner from the Brittany Murphy scene. So I was like hand up and bent over. Like, I knew I was young when I saw that shit.
God damn. Shit.
I will say one of the best moments in cinematic history was when they're in the office and they're about to have sex and she licks her hand.
That's the scene I was talking about, Anthony.
Honestly, that's the realest sex scene in history. She licks her hand and it lasts like 10 seconds. I was like, yo, that's how it is. I get it. That's how it goes. You need a little bit of help and it doesn't last long. I get it.
I remember seeing that. Once you get older, you see it and you're like, oh shit. Like no one has ever, that is real. Yes. Like that is real.
I had never seen one like it and I'd never seen one since. Like that's the realest shit.
No one can do it. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. I feel like Papa Doc was such a, that's that name that's so iconic. Like that's a great, I feel like looking back on it, because now, you're doing Marvel shit and you're doing, who knows what's next for your future. But I feel like having Papa Doc and being a part of that is going to be something like on your resume that'll stand out forever.
Oh, no question. I've done over 65 movies and people recognize me most for 8 Mile and Marvel.
Yeah.
Really?
I feel like, I mean,
yeah.
I would imagine when it's all said and done after this, it's going to be Marvel, but like people, the real ones are going to remember that, you know?
Yeah, no question.
And-
That's how I know if you are a real OG ride or die fan.
Mhm.
You come up and say some weird shit from a movie, and it's like, whoa, you
No.
way to go, kid. You want a drink? Get this guy a beer.
Yo, you be careful what you say. People are going to hear this and come running up to you all the time. I got to say some funny shit to him. I got to say some shit you never heard before.
With the Marvel stuff, with where we're going now, I'm not very familiar with the comics. I've seen all the movies, but I don't really know the history of it. But as I understand, you're basically being the shield of Captain America, right?
Well, no. So this is what's interesting about it. At the end of Endgame, Sam Wilson didn't accept the shield. He said, I don't like the way this feels. This is your shield, it's not mine.
Right.
So in the series, we learn if it's going to be Bucky, if it's going to be the new Captain America, or if it's going to be Sam, or we don't know who's going to take up the shield. So in the series, you learn the plight of the moniker of Captain America while we fight the bad guy.
Now, if Chris Evans was America's ass, let's say you become Captain America, where do you?
Wait. See, you almost got me. I was going to say something. See, you made me comfortable, and then I was going to blah. See what I mean?
We were so close. It almost worked. We had this whole plan. I said about 25 minutes in, we'll say that. It'll work. I swear it'll work. Shit. So close, man.
Nah, Chris and I laugh and joke about it all the time. I have a much better ass than Chris Evans. So one day we're going to do the biking short test or the compression short test, and we're going to have everybody choose which is America's ass.
Blind test. You don't know who it is.
And I think it's going to be a 50-50 split. Some people like their pizza lightly toasted. Some people like a little bit of char on their pizza. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you like your buns cooked.
I got a question for you. So I think another article I was reading, another story that's happened to you. Have you seen Will Smith since he punched you in the face? And could you take him in a fight?
Do tell, Tony.
I've seen him once since he punched me in the face. And I will say, I've been in a lot of fights. Dude has a right hook. So this is what happened. You know how, like, when you see a dude and you're like, yo, what's up? And you go and do like the arm wrestle high five, but you pull them in.
Well, yes, we do know that because it's the most tense moment of our lives as white guys. Like if me and you were to be in person, I'd be like, don't fuck this up. Oh shit. Are we going in? Yeah. Are we gonna do a handshake? Are we do a fist bump? We're gonna dap and hug. Don't fuck it up. So yes, I do know what you're talking about. It doesn't come as naturally to us, but yes, I know.
So this is what happened. This is why I call it an awkward racial moment. So I get so excited to see Will Smith because I love Will Smith. I think he's amazingly talented. I think from music to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to what he's doing now, you can't question. 30 years later, Summertime is still a classic. Mm-hmm. Nightmare on My Street, still a classic. I mean, he made a song about Freddy Krueger that people still bump. Mm-hmm. Classic, okay? So I love Will Smith. Hands down. So I get a call from my publicist to go meet Will Smith for his birthday and present him with his cake. So I lose my shit. Actually, we're shooting this movie while we're in Budapest when I get to meet Will Smith, right? Uh-huh. So he comes to me to give me like a high five, like what's up arm thing. I got so excited I went to hug him. So I'm like this, and he goes.
Did he take you off your feet?
Dude, he literally hit me so hard. Start going down. caught me.
Wow. Saved you.
And he goes, you good? You good? I'm like, yeah. Why are we in a fight? Like, why are we fighting? You gotta let me know when I'm walking into a fight. I can't just walk up and you sneak me, dog. There's like 30,000 people out here. Oh my God.
Dude, I gotta be honest, that's the whitest move I've ever heard. You got punched in the face trying to dap it up. That's never even happened to me. That's never even happened to me.
I told you it was an awkward racial moment. He came, like literally, so when he realized it was, because sometimes you'll try to dap and you miss and you go again, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I do.
He came through and he missed and was like, oh.
And then
Right hook, man.
And then catching you, you gotta be like, you know what? Put me down. Put me down.
Let me fall. Let me fall. Don't hug me. Don't
me
save me here.
I'm gonna sue you, Will Smith.
Get some of that money. Get some of that Fresh Prince money he's probably still spending. Shit.
Dude, next time you see him, whenever COVID's done all this, next time you see him in an award show, you gotta no, don't even like go in for like. You just gotta sneak up and just run full speed at him. Use that core strength, that bird knowledge you have. Jump up, kick, boom, drop kick him. Be like, "What up, Will? Happy birthday, dude!"
See, but this is what you don't think about. If you kick him and he does not fall,
Yeah.
That's not good. It's not a good look.
I think maybe if I kicked Will Smith, he wouldn't fall. Anthony, I think if you give him a drop kick, he's probably gonna go down.
I don't know. The dude used to be a mime, okay? He's a mime at Juliard. How tough could he be, all right?
Dude, I saw the Outside the Wire trailer. I saw you jacked up. I think you can take Will Smith down with a flying drop kick.
Hell no. After that right hook, we're good. We're good.
Before I let you go, I just got to talk about one other project you worked on because I think it's one of the more interesting things I've ever seen. And led to some very funny reactions. The episode of Black Mirror is it's responsible for one of the greatest lines ever. I fucked a polar bear and I couldn't get you out of my mind. And then a lot of the reaction on the internet was very funny. What would people call it? Black Mirror Mountain?
Black Mirror Mountain.
Black Broke Mountain, something like that, whatever. A lot of buddies busting their balls, joking about like hooking up with their friends. But you've done some crazy sci-fi shit now. I got to tell you about Altered Carbon too. I feel like that show, man, is so under the radar as one of the greatest sci-fi things ever. It's intense and it's weird. You got to really dive in and like figure out what the fuck is going on. But you've done a lot of cool sci-fi shit. But that Black Mirror episode, man, that was a wild one.
That was one of those ones where you're like, hell yeah, the future's gonna be sick. Like me and my boys just playing like actual fighting video games, and then you get 20 minutes into it, and you're like, I don't know, man.
There was one reaction. There was one reaction he read on Reddit that was like, I almost texted my buddy 5 minutes into that episode, being like, "Yo, the new Black Mirror is awesome. You got to watch it." He's like, "I'm happy I saved that text message for a few minutes later."
Now, I'll tell you what. So I was in the airport in Atlanta, flying out to LA about 2 weeks after it came out. So I just bought my sons these sidekicks, right? The little joints. Mm-hmm. So I'm going out, stopping in New Orleans to see my boys and give them the sidekicks. There's a dude sitting across from me and he's playing his little joint. So he's playing, and I'm just sitting there. And he goes,
yeah,
he literally took his game and did this.
Yeah. Yo, Anthony, you should have hit him with that Brittany Murphy move.
Oh my God. Anthony's publicist right now is like, "Get the fuck off this interview. Get this interview over with." Holy
that would have been amazing, Jeff.
God damn, man, that's funny shit. How much do your kids love the whole Falcon thing and the Marvel shit? They must love this, huh?
You know what? It's weird. Like when do you guys have kids?
I got little ones. How old are your kids?
My kids are 11. My big ones are 11 and 8.
Okay, I got 5 and 3. So.
Okay, so it'll get to a point in your life where you won't be able to do this, and everything you do, you will do for your kids. Mm-hmm. And it's happened with everyone. Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy. All of them used to do this crazy raunchy stuff. Then they had kids. Then all of a sudden they do Millennial Man. All of a sudden they do, you know what I mean? So I'm at the point now to where everything I do, I just look at my kids and I'm like, do you like it? Like, fuck, I don't care about anybody else.
Right.
If my son's like, Dad, that was dope,
Then you know. Yeah.
then I know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm waiting. My 11-year-old, 8-year-old, I'm gonna pop some popcorn, get the juice boxes out, bring the cooler in the living room, turn on Outside the Wire. Be like, all right, I need a review. They love action. Like, they love that stuff.
Yeah.
So
that age too,
we'll
yeah.
see. I'm excited for them to see it.
All right, man. Well, so the movie will be out tomorrow at the time you're listening to this, and of course, everything to come with Marvel and Falcon on Disney Plus in the future, and everything else you're going to be in. Because I think you're about to have yourself a pretty nice run, my man. I think things are going to be pretty good for you. So thanks for the time. we appreciate it.
They've been so bad for so long, so you've earned it.
Thanks a lot, dude.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Have a good one,
Y'all
dude.
be safe, man.
You too.
If you made it this far, you
Long
watched
time.
the whole episode. You have to.
I've never watched the full episode. If you watched the full episode,
never watched like 10 minutes of an episode.
you really, really like us.
Or you hate us, but like have a fetish to watch us. And
Yeah.
whatever the reason is, you've made it this far. You're going to want to watch more.
You should want to watch more.
And you actually owe it to us to click the subscribe button. If you have watched that much time, you now owe us in the form of clicking the subscribe button.
That's internet currency.
And hitting the bell icon.
Yes.
I don't even know what the bell icon is, but they tell me to
I
say
think
that.
it sets a reminder for you. And also leave comments for what your favorite voicemail was. All kinds of that fun stuff. But you owe it to us to do it. Law. Internet law.
law.